Becoming a millionaire in 2022 is not that hard. Once we identify what we want and work backwards using these 5 steps, it's actually really easy. We're gonna show you how.
All right, Daniel. So obviously you were not handed $1 million. No special opportunity came and was handed to you. What mindset did you start with to get on the track to become a millionaire?
Yeah, I started with a very independent mindset. So I graduated from a very good business school. I had like $60K student loan debt, and the logical thing for me to do would have been to go get like a $60, $70K, maybe yearly salary at whatever marketing firm would hire me. I had plenty of offers, but I understood that I didn't want to make 60, 70K a year. That's like $1 or $2 grand a week. Mm-hmm. I wanted to make like 20, 30 grand a week. That was like where I wanted to be. I understood from a very early stage in that career that I had to do this myself. I had to be independent. And I think having that mindset of like what I wanted was so important, as opposed to just doing what everybody else was doing.
So the second step to becoming a millionaire, and I know this because you've taught it to me, is finding what skill you're going to utilize to get there. How does one find that skill?
I mean, the skill will call you in a sense, it doesn't have to be, and this is where a lot of people trip up, is it doesn't have to be like your life vision. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of bigger things that I'm doing now that are way different than what I was doing 3 years ago. But you're going to be called to something. Like when you start thinking like, how do I want to make money? You just start throwing darts at a wall. And for me, it was advertising, but for you, it might be video editing or being an influencer.
I think it's important to pay attention to where there is a need and where you can provide value.
Plus, there's a very important thing to stay curious. Like, what are you curious about? I'm not going to go study video editing if I don't care about video editing. But I care a lot about advertising, so I'm going to pick up as many books and courses as I can on advertising.
Exactly. So pick your skill and then start educating yourself on it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you've got your skill, and now it's time to find someone who will pay you for it. How does one find their first partner?
Well, we are in the digital age, so this is a lot easier than it used to be 20 years ago. You just hop online. You could even go on this video and comment and say, hey, I do XYZ. Does anybody need this skill? If you're a video editor, I might hire you today because we always need video editors. But I mean, if we're being real, just go on YouTube, DM people on Instagram, go on Facebook groups, freelancer websites out there. Like it's so easy to find work now. You just got to put yourself out there, and you don't even have to be that great. Like you'll get good as you do the work, and then eventually people will come to you. That's what happened to me, and it'll probably happen to you.
So now you've got your skill, you are working for people. Now it's just time to put in the work and make it happen. And something that I find to be really important is keep getting better, keep learning more about your skills so that you can then provide more value or even train others on how to take over your skill for you.
Executing's easy. Just get up at a good time. Like if you have a job, maybe get up a little before you have to go. But just cut out the distractions, like throw your phone in a drawer.
Yeah.
If you live with somebody, like I live with my mom and dad when I was kind of first getting going, and I had to kind of tell them like, hey, when I'm in the zone, please don't bother me. Like I know I left some dishes in the sink. Yell at me tomorrow about that, and as stupid as that is, when someone breaks your flow, it takes you another 15 minutes to get back into flow. So if you're just constantly being interrupted, your work's gonna suffer. So
carve out some time to really focus.
Yeah.
The fifth step to becoming a millionaire, I think this step is so fun because it's now just one, providing opportunities to others, but it allows you more room to grow as well, and that's scaling. How does one really recognize the time to start scaling, and how do they find those people to train?
Yeah, this is one, when people ask me what I would have done different, I would have scaled faster. And this is why it took me 3 years to become a millionaire when it easily could have taken me a year. And I think you should start scaling when you're profitable, right? So if you're making $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, like if you keep doing the same thing, you're gonna keep making $5,000 to $10,000 a month. But when you start hiring people and increasing the amount of hours that your business can work, right? Because if I can work 40 hours a week, but I hire 4 people that can also work 20. Now my business does 120 hours a week, 3 times more than I was doing. So once you start being profitable, understand that if you put $5,000 into payroll and it generates you $10,000, every dollar you put in is generating you $2 more, right? Or an extra dollar of profit. So once you're at that point where you feel like there's a role that you don't really want to do, or there's a role that is taking too much time from your main role, then start hiring people, right? For me, advertising, I was commenting at people on my ads, explaining to them like what the service was. And I was doing a terrible job of it, and it was taking me 10 hours a week. I hired someone to do that, and then that job paid me like $2,000 a week, basically. It's like the profit I would make on that freelancer. They were super happy. And now I have more time to do like what I was really getting paid to do. So it's a no-brainer. Once you start making money and you have jobs that you don't really like, then give them to someone else, because someone will happily do that job. Things I like, other people don't. And things I don't like, people would be happy to do that job for you.
Thank you so much for watching. For more insights, education, and all things doing the most, make sure to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button right down below.
That's right, everybody. Smash that like button and make sure you join our Discord for exclusive offers, tips, and a whole lot more.